All right, CDT day 59. Last night went below freezing again, so very cold night. But I'm just getting out of camp now pretty quickly so that I can warm my body up by walking. So putting on my frozen socks and shoes kind of sucked, but I'm all warm and starting to warm up now. So starting the day immediately with a 300-foot climb. Not that big, but I guess it makes for a good warm up. There's a lot of climbing today. 2 multiple 1,000-foot climbs, or not multiple, but like 1,200-foot climb, 1,300-foot climb, and then a couple 4s, a 5, a 3, a lot of just ups and downs, but mostly up today, so it's going to be tiring. They want to get to town, which is 22 miles away. I don't see it happening, but we will make an effort to do so. We're up about 3 hours earlier than we were yesterday, so we should have a lot more time on top of the snow, especially since it was below freezing last night. I can walk on top of the snow without post-holing for a little while, so take advantage of that as long as I can. Well, that's one hell of a view down there. I'm sure there will be much more to come today with the climbs getting higher and higher. Well, it didn't take long, and we're back into pretty much full snow. So I'm putting on my snowshoes right away, and I'm just gonna attack it and see how well it works. I know I'm gonna post hole with my snowshoes, but hopefully not as much as with my boots. So see how that goes. Oh, it's snow time. Snowshoes are holding up. I'm not post holing in them, so that is great news for the moment. Woohoo! And it's got excellent views to check out as I walk. It's really, really nice. Holy cow. We got ourselves a hell of a view. Wow. Somewhere up on those bald mountains straight ahead, I'm going up and over. I'm not sure if it's a pass or walk in the ridge line or what, but that's where I'm headed. Alright, I am now going to be alone for the next day and a half, roughly. There's a side trail that we just passed that takes you down to a Forest Service road, which takes you to the highway. All of this to say that Two Slice and Jeezus ran out of food on this section because it took us a lot longer than we expected. So they need to take that route down in order to resupply, get some food and stuff like that from the next town that we're going to, Salida. I'm going to keep pressing on because I still have enough food for dinner tonight, and I'll be close enough tomorrow morning to get to a town that I don't have to worry about skipping breakfast. So I'm about 14 and a half, 15 miles from the highway, and I'm going to try to get there by tomorrow late morning to afternoon. Between here and there are some pretty big climbs. We've already done a 1,300 today, but I also have a 1,000 coming up, and then another one that's like 800. Between here and there, in about 3.5 miles, there is a snowmobile cabin, so I could stay in that, and then tomorrow would be a 10-mile day, or I can do the 1,000-foot climb today and then end up in this little saddle where there's a 3-sided shelter, and it's at a much higher elevation, so it'll probably be quite a bit colder, but if I can keep a fire going, shouldn't be too big of a problem. I'd really like to get there because then it would make for a much easier morning tomorrow, but there are no guarantees. I mean, I have plenty of time. It's only a little after noon right now, and that three-sided shelter is a little less than 8 miles from here. So that's going to be my goal for the day. Three-sided shelter after a 1,000-foot climb, and just try to relax in there tonight and keep warm for as long as possible. Until then, I am alone until I meet back up with those two tomorrow, probably afternoon in Salida. So I'll get back to hiking and start this climb pretty soon. Well, it appears I'm walking through an old Avalanche area. This definitely happened this season, sometime in the last month, I imagine, maybe sooner. Well, definitely coming from up there, you can see another set right there that'll be going sometime soon. Luckily, I'm already past it. Well, I took the snowshoes off for a bit because we took a break and it looked like there was a lot of dirt ahead of me. So I took my chances and I was wrong. But now they're back on and they're still helping. So I'm very optimistic about it. Well, I just made it to a parking lot for a trail summit, and a lot of roads all intersect here. None of them go anywhere that could help me, but I just wanted to show this amazing view. Wow! This is a really, really cool place. Colorado has some big time views. These side slopes are getting pretty steep. Not my favorite. But a beautiful view out there. I just don't like going across this. Doesn't tickle my fancy. How's this for an evening view? Just finished a 1,000-foot climb. Currently at an elevation of 11,800 and some change. But the sun will be setting soon at 7:30 p.m. Oh, that hike going up there was exhausting, but totally worth it to see all this at the top. I am 1 mile away from the shelter I want to stay at tonight, and it's all downhill from here, so I'm hoping to get there within the hour. And the views just keep getting better and better. Holy crap. I am in love with this. Well, I made it to this evening's destination, which is this lean-to, three-sided with a roof, and even got some snow walls, I guess, to keep the heat in. Unfortunately, looks like it's all wet on the bottom, so I'm going to try sleeping on that bench maybe, or coming up with something else. But it doesn't look like there's any easy way to make a fire, so I think I'm just going to get in as many warm clothes as possible and just ride it up. Well, it's sunset out there, and I got my camp set up in here. Of course, I think it's too dark to see, yeah, but basically just in the back corner of this lean-to, I have my ground cloth for my tent set down as a waterproofing barrier, and then I have my air mattress on top of that with my sleeping bag. So that should keep all the mud and water off of me for the night. And I also have my pad and everything in the back right corner, because that's like the only spot around here that's still not puddling with water. So now I am melting some snow so that I can have some drinking water, and then oh, none of the light works. Melting some snow for some drinking water, also melting that snow so that I can make a Nor rice side for dinner, and then that'll leave only a bag of gummy worms and a little bit of peanut butter left to get me into town tomorrow, which is fine because I only have 7 miles left, thanks to the extra push I put in today. So tomorrow I'm hoping to get up real early and attack the day and hopefully get it over with so I can go relax in Salida where it's warm. So with that, I will end CDT day 59. Gosh, how many miles did I walk today? Let me check. Hold on. It is almost exactly a 15-mile day. It was a long day, lots of snowshoeing, which I'm kind of excited about because I've been carrying these snowshoes for so damn long. It's nice to finally use them, but also it kind of stinks because there's no you're in the snow, so it's cold, it's wet, it's harder to walk through than trail. It takes longer and it's dangerous. So it's a little give, little take. But either way, yeah, that's the end of the day. Check out some of the photos and let me know what you think.